with Netflix. They're gonna be like, you know what? If you want to watch Disney shit, you ain't gonna catch it on Netflix. You gotta come catch it over here. You do realize that 85% of the consumable catalog of all music that generates revenue is from 3 companies. You know, Spotify and Apple would be out the paint if all 3 of them said, we're all gonna create our own streaming platforms, and you pay based on who you listen to most. If you like Taylor, well, you're gonna be subscribing to UMG's streaming platform because UMG has Taylor, Weeknd, Drake, Post Malone, all of those people. Oh, you like Billie Eilish? Well, Billie Eilish. Oh, you like some of the Sony artists? Well, you subscribe to Sony. Oh, you like Youngboy, Uzi, this and third? Well, you subscribe to Warner Streaming. Why did the labels never do that? Because we see it in the TV model with HBO. We see it with stars. We see they start developing their own streaming platform. Because when they were just licensing it to Netflix, Netflix was getting more power, and all the cord cutters are just going to, you're building Netflix. The problem with the music business is that it's too late. They already built Spotify, and Apple Music can't lose to nobody. They're too big to fail, just in general.
The music guys are really
what the music business did is that rather than invest billions of dollars to compete in a atmosphere with Spotify, this and third, one we got that they don't got is that we own the shit. We'll just play the listening game, right? So from then on, they just license, but they were making the first big deals. Universal said, well, fuck. At a point, Spotify could start feeling themselves and be like, as music continues, they could start offering people to them. Now, what if Spotify offered people to sign to them? They become our competitor. They're just not the tech company anymore. You know what? You know what the big 3 did? UMG, SME, Sony Music Entertainment, and Warner Music Group. They said, let a deal with Spotify that they can't sign people. They could never be what we are. They could never compete like that. They could only be a partner. As part of that, we'll give them a big, by the way, Spotify was saying to them, yo, we not broke, but they're like, yo, we're losing money. Like, we haven't figured out streaming to be a very reliable method of generating revenue. We didn't have enough subscribers yet. Universal and all these companies said to them, okay, how about this? Give us some ownership.
What's up, chat? What y'all
doing? You know what Spotify did? Okay, to use ownership, you take
right now I'm watching DJ Academics. He talking about the music business, y'all.
In these deals they did with the labels, they guaranteed that they could never compete with the labels in signing themselves.
That's why I started doing
now there's some loop arounds with that too, which we get to another time. But basically, the streaming services were always going to be a partner to the labels. They could be a competitor. You got to realize these three companies don't want competitors. It's us 3 and nobody else. Everybody's independent. We don't give a fuck about TuneCore, DistroKid. It's us 3. So they did the deals with them. These companies could never compete. Not only could they never compete, actually.
Y'all doing, chat? Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Hit that like button, chat.
They can
y'all be there watching, you know, hit that like button, subscribe. Campaign Girt. What's up?
Of the company. If you Google it, you'll be able to see it.
Made me drop my shit, check. It's funny, y'all. I need 14 likes right now, man. I need 14 likes.
They have a minority stake. Okay, so they have a minority stake in the company.
The Black Samurai, man.
Gives them incentive and gives Spotify incentive to be loyal to them. Do you get what I'm saying? We gave you a discount.
Yeah, favorite streamer for music, man.
So UMG owns piece of the tech company that's now serving the music. Very smart. Rather than tax them out the ass for the licensing, you own piece of the company. So now you can help steer where it goes, right? Now, why did I say that? I said that because this is the thing that we all need to talk about. Why are these artists or anybody else seemingly upset at the game that they all have initially or at some point cognizantly chosen to get a part of and have been down with? I'm gonna give you an example because there's another company that does the same. What I just described with UMG and the music industry is that, again, they saw themselves bleed once people stopped buying shit and started. So they set up their business in a way that they will bleed again. And
Yeah,
I think I
feel about
explained
music, chat. What type of
the
music
cherry
y'all
on
listen
top.
to, chat? Talk to them.
Since we own the catalog, we have the biggest leverage.
Oh!
Yes?
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. I sleep. It's the Black Friday sale. Save up to $600 Beauty Rest Black. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Bamboo HR is easy for everyone, especially HR. It saves them time and money by consolidating tools. Executives love how easy it is to access and build reports. IT loves how easy it is to implement and love how easy it is to run payroll. It's easy for all employees, like them and them. That's an animated rabbit, but sure. Surprisingly, yes. Yep, all of them easy. Presumably? Bamboo HR really is easy for everyone. Yes, even you. Choose easier HR today with Bamboo HR.
Let's own a piece of this. Let's twist our hand that they got to listen to us. So everybody needs our catalog. We're going to starve them out. And if they don't get down with what we want, we'll have music off their shit. Remember, with us three, it's 85% of music. So they got to get down with the program. Hold on, you're muted. Who's that? Is that
My bad. Here. My bad.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is this essential point. Universal Music and Warner and Sony, they can't lose because they control every aspect of it. You know, their new thing is they realize that people start consuming music on social media. That's why they're doing all the deals with Meta and TikTok.
You
know they stopped.
up all
they
the
came
money,
out and said,
bro. Metal taking all the money, bro.
Subscriber growth on Spotify has slowed.
It has.
But we did 2 big ass deals with Meta. Mark Zuckerberg gave us the bag. And every time these chicks be like, yo, real ass bitch, football nigga, and you hear it playing in the background, we're getting licensing fees from that. We're getting them over there. So what Universal has done, they use the leverage of having the ownership of the content, and they control the whole game. Essentially, what am I saying? You can't defeat them. Because unless you could change their market share from the amount they've owned this market share for the last
my black brother, what it
80
do?
years of
Where you from,
recorded
Russia?
music. You can't change it overnight.
Panka, Kuma, what's up? Panka, Kuma, hello.
The twilight of their career
SAS.
or
What the book? What's
later
up?
on in their career.
Subscribe, sub up, hit that like
So,
button.
They have the leverage that
Where y'all
nobody
from?
can tell you who also does the same thing. And that's why I say these artists ultimately, they're going up against a machine they can't fight and they can't beat. Live Nation. Look how ill Live Nation got this. Live Nation's in court. This is how dominant they are. And by the way, at some point, these fools, I don't know if, because they own minority stakes, they don't own it completely. Let me tell you how Live Nation is gangster. Live Nation owns Rolling Loud. They own all the venues. The big venues, they own the building. They own the ticketing. So they own Ticketmaster. They own the building. They own everything that gets sold in there. They own 80-90% of the market share when it comes to touring. Essentially, if live music touring will happen, you can't get them out the paint. Because if they want to play hardball, if you say, yo, we don't want to go with you,
man.
they can start playing. They can start playing games with you when it comes to the venues. Oh, well, this venue says you don't have the right insurance. Oh, well, you can't book this. Yo, Live has these dates blanketed. Oh, so they could fuck with you. When you're playing versus these conglomerates, they own everything. That's what I'm saying with UMG and the rest of them. UMG has some control over Spotify, Meta, and these other entities that it's in business with. How the fuck could you go fight against when they control